Hey guys, welcome back to ETL QA Labs. This is the third session on Unix basic commands. Today we will talk about the five different commands. So the first one is the WC. WC is basically to count the words or the number of lines in a particular file, or also even you can you know count how many characters are in this particular file, right? So this is very useful command, the word count commands. In ETL world, we mostly use the to find out how many lines are there in a particular file, right? So that's the row count. So this command is extensively used in ETL testing. The short, the second one is the short command. Short command basically helpful to sorting out the data in the file. So for example, by default, it is sorting based on the ASCII value, but given we have the options with the sort commands, multiple options, we can also sort the data which are in the numeric format, right? And third one is the head command. Head command basically will give you how many lines of a particular file. So for example, if you want to get the 10 or 15 lines, initial 15 lines of the files, then you can easily get it using the head command. And tail command is just reverse of the head command, so it will basically just fetch the lines from the bottom of the file, right? So at the end of the file, and it will go upward. All right. And then very important command is the piping command, right? So piping is a redirection command, which will basically used to join multiple commands, and it will accept the input from the first command, and so it's basically a joiner between two commands, and the first command's output is the input to the second command, right? So we will see in detail all of this, right? So let's quickly jump to the Unix terminal, and then we can start. All right. So we will see the WC command first. All right. So let's go here. So I've shown you here, right? 1 second. So I would like to just see how many files are there. So those I have created these files, right, for today's session purpose. People who are not aware how to create all these files, there's a cat command which can be used to create all these files for now until I cover the next, different way of creating the files, the ordinary files. You can refer my first video, and then the session number 1. That's where I have explained how to create these files, right? So for now, I'm not going to explain that. Please refer that. All right. So let's start with the WC word count command, right? So also, I will get the content, right? So the content is, you see that the very first output, right? This one is the number of lines. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines. How many? This is the word, right? So how many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 words. And this is nothing but the character. So how many characters are? If you can count all of them, it will be 29 characters, right? So this is how it gives you. But there are multiple arguments that you can use it, right? So are the options that I would say, right? So every Unix command comes with some or other options. So now there are multiple options for the WC command also. So for example, if I'm interested to know only number of lines in this particular file, right? Then you see I can easily get the number of lines. If I'm interested to know number of words, I will say W. If I'm interested to know number of characters, then I'll get it. You can also combine the two arguments together, right? Or three arguments. Three argument doesn't make any sense because anyways, without giving any option also, it is giving you all the three options, right? But now if I want to combine the number of lines and number of characters, so I should ideally get 4 and 29, right? So see here. So this easily you can combine. All right. So this is the use of the WC command. All right. And WC command we are covered. Now let's go to the second command. Okay, we will see all these commands, and we will also see how do we, in the actual world, how do we use the wc command. All right, so let's go to the short command. All right, let me clear the terminal now. Cat. All right, I have created one file called employee.txt, and this file is containing the employee name and then the respective salary of each of the employees, right? I have intentionally taken these three duplicates so that we can cover some of the scenario for the short commands, right? So we will cover one by one. So first of all, short command is used for sorting the data in ascending and descending order, right? So if by default it is sorting in the ASCII order, right? So ASCII value. But we can also use the options to sort the data which are numeric in nature, right? And then there is also if this file is normally considering the uppercase and lowercase, but it will always sort the data based on lowercase first and then followed by uppercase, right? So this is what it meant. So let's quickly go and see running the short command what exactly it give you the output, right? So if I say short and then file name, so it will give me the output in a sorted format, right? So how it is sorting it? It is sorting based on the first field. So this is the first name field, right? So Alan, Dennis, Jackie, Maddie, Robbie, right? So this is by default in ascending order. So this is sorting in ascending order, and again it is sorting on the ASCII value, right? So ASCII value for whichever letters are lesser, it will be coming first and then followed by. So you can see this, right? There is a command called sort. If you want to get in the reverse order, right, then you can use -r. So you see the exact reverse order has come, right? So the same output and the reverse order. All right. So in this case, we are not, we are actually considering the whole record as a value, which means the first, this name and the salary both, right, together is one record. And the ASCII value of each of the record is calculated, and whichever is coming first, and that is displays first in this case. In this case, it is just that reverse, right? All right, the second one, and one more important thing is, so short, when I say short, short doesn't do, short is only for displaying purpose, okay? It will, it will not, it will not change the value in the file itself. So there is option, you can short it and you can store in a file, or you can use another file to store the data. So there are two ways that you can do. One thing is you can use the short emp, then you can say emp underscore out dot text. Probably I will use this file name. All right. So and then when I say sort emp underscore out, so it has sorted the data. All right, you see here it has sorted. So sorted data is redirected into this. So first what it does, sort will do the sorting, and instead of displaying on the terminal, it will redirect the same output into this particular file. So this particular file is created here. All right, you see here this particular file is created. So this we will cover. I think I have covered it as part of my cat command, but then you know that this is just a redirection operator, right? So the output will be redirected to this file. So this is the angular bracket is the redirection operator. All right. Now we have another way to do the same thing, right? So short is giving another way to do the same thing. So for example, if I want to say O, this is nothing but the output of short. So then I have to give the file name. All right, on something like this I will give. I can just remove it later. All right. So if I see one more file is generated. So here without using the redirection operator, this is the options that is provided in the short, right? So ideally these two files are same. Okay, it is just that different way of doing it. MP1, all right, same value. You see, same value is there, both, right? All right. Now we will see. So we are sorting it on a complete field level and the complete record level, not on the field level. Let me clear it. Now I would like to sort the data based on certain numbers, right? So for example, I want to sort this particular the records based on the second field. So second field is the salary, right? So there is option that we can use it, sort hyphen k, right? This is the field, and which field? I'm talking about second field, which is salary. All right, then employee. So it is sorted. You see, it is sorted, but it is not really sorted because 1000 is here, then 1200, 12,000, and here this is the, so this doesn't look good, right? What is not? Ah, okay. So because this is numeric data, it has sorted based on how it is sorted. It has sorted based on the ASCII value of this particular numbers, right? And probably the ASCII value of this particular numbers are basically checking the first digit, right? First digit, first digit, first digit. So it is like 111, 2222 coming together, right? It's not actually considering the whole value. So for that, I can use together with this two, I can use the n option, right? Now you see, it has given you the sorted data in ascending order. That is by default, right? If I want to say descending order, then I can obviously use R here, correct? So this is the descending order. So 20,000 and then 1000, 15,000, 12,000, 10,000 and 4,000, right? This is how you can use, right? So if you want to short out some data which is like, in this format, you can use it. For example, if you want to there is a file which have only numbers like this. If I want to short it, I can simply go and I can, because this is a single file and doesn't have any other field, I can simply use n, and then I can say file name. You see, it has sorted in the ascending order. If I want to use the descending order, you can use R, right? This is the reverse. All right. So hope this makes sense. Now we have covered K. Okay. Now want to cover C. All right. So C is basically hyphen C, sort hyphen C, and then I just want to use car. All right. Okay. So what exactly hyphen C does is this tries to find out the order. If any of the data in this particular file is not in order, that particular value will be coming as a output here. So it has tried to find out M, and then after that M, it is expecting, it is expecting here, So after M, it is expecting something, the higher value, but it got F, right? F is like, the lower value, ASCII value. That's why it is saying that this is okay, and the second value it found is the lower. That's why it is saying the disordered food, right? So that is the reason. If the data is not in the sorted order, then it will give you this particular which one is disordered. So it is just to check whether our data in the the file is in sorted order or not, right? Third thing is we will see that whether we have any duplicate values or not, right? So for example, I have intentionally taken some of the duplicate records here, right? So I would like to use sort hyphen u, which means unique record I want. you see we have removed all of the Dennis, right? So only one Dennis is here. All right. So only one instance of Dennis is there. Rest of them are removed. Removed means it is not displayed, right? Anyways. So this is how you can use. And one more command, the last one that I would like to show you is to it basically used on the month fields, right? Month number, right? So if I would like to show you, you see February, December, January, March and all are there, right? So it is in different order. But if I say sort minus u and months, so you will not really get, the order data in the order here, right? So actually what I need is I need the January, February, March, April, something like this, right? So I have to use short hyphen m and then months. You see the data is called. So this basically hyphen m is works only on the value which are written in the month format. Alright, January, February, July, and all these things. So this is how it is. So I think we have covered, I think all of the options that are used in the short command, right? And guys, this is very important command, and various options. I have tried to listed covered all the options. I think most, if not all, but at least most of them I have covered, right? So this is very important. Just try to learn, and at the same time, I'm going to give you this doc in my description box. So please feel free to use it. You can just use it as it is, right? So I will just put it there. All right, no need to worry. Now we have covered WC and short, and now we will try to cover the head, tail, and the piping usage, right? So let's go to head first. So what is head? Head is basically is a command which will, so let's say I have a file which is having millions of record, and I am interested to know only, first 15 or 20 or 100 records, then I can easily use the head command, and I can get the first few records from the file, right? This is very useful. So let me just go there. I will try to use a random file. I think I have more data here. Random file. Let me see. Yes, we have enough data here. So if I say head and then I say random, it's basically giving first 10 line. All right. And then by default, it is giving you first 10 line. If I want only 4 lines, then I can get hyphen. So this is the option, right, that I can give you head hyphen 4, which means I want only first 4 line. Right. Similarly, if I want first 9 lines, I can get the first 9 line. If I want first 15 line, whatever you want to give, you can just give it and you will get it. All right. So options. All right. I think guys you got it right. And so if somebody is asking, I think I can cover one very important interview question, right? That is asked when you go for interview, right? So if somebody is asking, let's say, can you find out what is the 20th record, right? So I am interested to know the 20th record, for example, because in this file I do not have too much data, so I will just say I want to find out the 20th record. Can you please find out what is the 20th record? I'm interested to know only that, right? So what I can do is I can do head minus 20, right? I got it. All right. Now, okay, I think I will show you now, but then I will also cover the right. And then what the tell will do? Tell will give you the, by default tell will give you the last 10 record, but the input, this is the output, right? This is outputting this particular 20 record, right? And then the same output is passed as an input to the tell command. In tell command, if I say minus or hyphen 1, this is done, right? I got the 20th record. I will try to explain one more time at the end of the session, right? because we will cover the piping command. Here we have used the pipe command, right? So then that will make more sense. All right. Now coming back to the tail command. So tail command is just, it does the reverse what head command is doing, right? So you see it is, there are 27 lines total in this file, and then first five, means last five lines are displayed here. All right. So this is the nature of the tail command. So tail command will display you. So by default tail command will also give you last 10 lines. All right. But you can give how many lines you want in the option. So you say it has displayed first 10 lines. All right. Now I think we have covered head and tail. Now we will see the piping usage, right? So what is piping? Piping is the redirection of a standard output to one in standard output of one command to another. Okay, this is unidirectional, and this is like, what will happen is, I just showed you, right? So let's clear this first. So if somebody is asking, can you please get me the total number of uh, record in a particular file? So I have two ways to do wc-l that I showed you just before. So I can get it, right? 7 records. All right. There is another way to get it also. Okay. So let's say I will say cat employee, and then I say wc-l. So in this case, you see the difference clearly here. In this case, I am also getting the file name, which I may not be interested to know, right? Which file it is coming from and all. I am not interested really, because I have already given here the file name. But maybe I just need the count, right? In that case, I can use in this format. I can say cat. Cat. What exactly cat will do? Cat will give the display the all the lines, right? And now what is the output of this particular cat command is the this is the read, means the 7 records, right? 7 records. Now the all the 7 records, so pipe is basically it will link between this and this command. So now the input for this wc-l, right? So wc-l means what? wc-l means it will calculate the number of lines. So what will happen is the output of this particular cat command will be redirected as an input for this wc-l, means the word count with options line, right? So line number I should be getting it. So the output will be redirected. So this basically redirects, pipe command will redirect one input to another, or output of one command to the input for the another command. All right. Hope you understand the piping command, right? So you can, there is no limitation how many times you can use the pipe. You can use multiple times. So for example, I would like to find how many times Dennis, this particular name is there in this particular file, right? So what I can do is I can use something like this. All right. And then I can use the grep command. In grep, if people who are not familiar, maybe you can just watch my second session just before this, right? Second session that I have covered in detail the grep command. Okay, so grep command I can just say Danish. So you see, guys, I will see all the instances. So I got on 3 places, right? There are 3 places. But at the same time, my requirement is to find out how many places this particular pattern is coming. So I can also use wc-l, means I have used 2 times here pipe operator. First one is the output. I have got the output of this particular file, content of this particular file. After getting the content of this particular file, I have redirected it and try to find what is how many instances are there for the Dennis, and then again output will be in like this. So I would like to just get the count of it, right? So there are 3 places. Hope you got the understanding, guys. I think this is very important question. I think all the topics that we have covered today are very very important, right? WC, word count, shorting, very very important. Then piping is one of the tool that you will be using everywhere. I think very very important. Head and tail are also important thing, right? So with this, I think I'm winding up this session. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and I will come back with the new video tomorrow. Bye. See you then.